An assist per game a couple of regular seasons ago. Now they're sharing the basketball in far different ways. How do you guard against this current style?
Well, adding Serge and Baca really made a difference for this Toronto team. You have Valanciunas down low, can give you points in the block as well, but the versatility of all the different pieces that they now have is a difference for this team. Something you wouldn't know about this matchup, though. Both teams rank top 2 in the league as far as defensive ratings. This is going to be a slugfest on the defensive end.
Ball's controlled by the Raptors. Knocked loose. Fires the three. Jay, another one goes down. They're right where they want to be.
Exactly. Next play, you have to turn around defensively and get in the stance and actually keep that same kind of tempo.
Now a steal as the Rockets have it. Cashes in for two.
They're going to have to find answers defensively and quickly because he's carving them up in the first quarter.
Now a whistle, and Toronto's going to use a timeout as they'll talk things over here in the first quarter. Jay, what do you make of the pressure on this franchise? A Hulk?
Oh! Out there looking like the Kimbe Mutombo.
Took it right to him, and the defender was ready. From long range, had to force that one, but it's no good.
Oftentimes, one of the ways to negate one of the best shooters in the game is to make him work off the ball. By making him work, you're taking his legs away from that shot.
James Harden at the controls. 4-3. And James Harden, well defended, still gets it to go down. The challenge defending a guy who can be a 1 or a 2.
We're not old men talking about this game. We don't define players by positions anymore. Is he a 1 or is he a 2? No, he's James Harden. He is a scorer and an elite passer.
And scores on a nifty dance to the basket.
Some players are just built to absorb the contact. He pretty much dusted that defender off like that was a bug at the park.
Nothing going here on that drive. Stuffs it down with authority. Safe to say, notice has been served.
Sometimes things go good. Other times, things go great. Everything going that team's way right now.
Send him down, send him down.
The drive. Right.
Oh, he sent that one to the third row.
He was locked in. That was impressive. So the Rockets with the lead after one at Toyota Center. Jay and I back with more. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Lowry into the front court. His guys down big. Rockets have the ball. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Hits the trifecta.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
Lowry with it. He'll run the offense. Knocked loose. Flushes it home. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
Knocked loose. That's a turnover. It goes the other way. A big finish. Full head of steam that time. Jay, we're seeing more of the same to start the second.
It's called settle for more. Just because a defender gives you space doesn't mean that you need to take the jump shot. Keep attacking the rim. It will open up eventually.
Our thanks go to those who have already participated in this community event.
And counted at the rim.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
Knocked loose. Taken by the Raptors. And scores at the basket. Jay, tough recovery that time.
Ed, did you see that in transition? Don't 1-2 ooh-wee on him.
Ooh-wee. Oh, it's good. Beyond the arc for three. He got it off in time, but that shot no good.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Harden in possession. His guys holding the big lead. James Harden. He's 2 for 2 now.
It's all about creating space with the dribble. Once you have that gap, you can beat somebody in a variety of ways. He chose a dagger with the three.
Unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
The reality is no one can guard a player at his level one-on-one. The help defense needs to be shown, and he needs to see a series of obstacles instead of just one individual.
It's Rockets ball. And throws it down. This is becoming a runaway.
They're getting to the rim at will, probably because we're watching Matador defense. You probably want to get in the way of your defender if they keep trying to attack the rim.
Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
Well, the shooting has been spectacular, but one of the things that I've seen as the difference maker in this ball game is how they are catching the basketball. They're not establishing a pivot foot, which leaves the defense wondering which way you can drive, but when that shot is working like that, you got it any way you want it.
A very one-sided first half of basketball as we are at halftime. Let's get you to our NBA Live studios.
Back to Ed and Jay to bring you the second half action.
Across the timeline, it's Lowry. Down a bundle. Slams it down.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat five, but we're watching one man carry four other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Knocked loose. Rockets have the steal. James Harden, very efficient and making an impact. He's 3 for 3.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Now the Raptors going to use a timeout as their coach wants to get a word in with his guys here in this third quarter. Knocked loose. Rockets have it. Green to the basket, but the shot won't go. Harden in possession. His guys lead here, early stages, third quarter. No good.
And I love when great coaches make their players play these games. Pop does it with the Spurs all the time. He doesn't want their players to see 24 seconds on the shot clock. He wants his players to see, let's get 24 stops in a row.
Fires the three. Had to rush that one, and it's no good. Rockets come up with it. Slam dunk.
Man, they are just continuing to pour it on. But the one thing we know about in this league, you have to make sure that you continue to play with energy because leads can evaporate quickly.
Clint Capella snatching it out of the air. Fourth this contest. Stuffs it down with authority.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
And finishes strong.
It's that easy, Ed. You never want to leave any doubt when attacking the rim.
Toronto has the basketball. Knocked loose. Slams it down.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
Knocked loose. It's a turnover as they head the other way. Here's a chance from long range. That misses with 3 seconds left. 3 quarters down. The Rockets way out in front. It'll be Rockets basketball here as we start the fourth quarter. And it might be time to empty the bench, Jay. This game appears to be well in hand.
And their starting five has certainly earned the fourth quarter off. They've been terrific this ball game. And this is the type of game where you find a chance to relax. You ice up, you watch your other teammates play, you applaud them, and you get ready for the next game.
Lets it fly from long range. Had to force that one, but it's no good.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
And count the basket.
I love the drive to the basket there. Instead of trying to go around or over, go through.
Lowry has the basketball. Knocked loose. Rockets have the steal. Harden. James Harden. The defense is really going to have to start paying attention. He's 5 for 5 for the field.
This is a game of ways. As a defense, you have to recognize that they come and they go. That will not be the case all the time moving forward.
And scores.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.